really well. We've had 60% of the audience, a Dutch team, which
Yo.
history would
Yo. Hold on. Get my stuff together. Yeah, bud.
Hey, you used the link, right? Did you use the link?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no, I didn't use the link.
You did. Oh, you just went in.
I came from the studio.
Oh, okay.
Did you put the link in the Facebook group page? But
No.
yeah, we gotta do that. Do that. Oh, I know how to do that. Do that for
Luke.
For Luke. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, so let's keep this music going for a little while.
Yeah.
Entertainment too. And kind of drop this link. Let's see. Let's see. Here it is, invite. So at the bottom,
Yeah,
where it says invite, hit that invite. And so what happens is that's how you get people in the studio. That's the difference between a regular link to listen to the show or a link to be a part of the show.
Gotcha.
So all I do is hit that invite guest, hit copy, and then bring it over to the Facebook page.
Okay.
And that should be it. Get this ready for Luke. Get him queued up. Get him queued up pretty good. Get the ratio. What's been going on, man?
Oh man, just cooling. Went ahead and submitted an offer for the house, man, today.
Very congratulations. All right.
Yeah, man.
Bring it home, man. Bring it on home.
Yeah, see we can bring this on home, man. Yeah, I'm actually think I'm sending you the link now.
Bring it on home.
So you can see what it looked like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just sent it to you.
Yeah. Cool. Groups. Man, how did I? So this is like there's something weird happened to my Facebook page, but that's okay. I got to something very, very weird happened. So I have to there we go. And so there we go. There we go. I'm back. All right. So I'm about to drop the link for anybody that wants to be part of the show. Just drop the link. And this should be it.
All right.
Let's see what happens. We'll get that going. Oh yeah, that's nice, man. I just checked my phone.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. That's nice stuff.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
It's real nice stuff. Yeah, so you gonna be out there cutting the grass,
Something like that. I got so comfortable not having to do that. Then now I'm gonna have to do it.
Yeah. Well, you got there cut that grass, man.
Yeah, man.
Get out there and get it done. Get her done. That's something I actually like doing. Is cutting grass is something I actually like doing because it's therapeutic for me.
Yeah.
I just don't like doing it when it's hot.
Right.
But the grass, yard like that, shoot, man, I'd have been got me a riding lawnmower.
Oh hell yeah.
Give me a riding lawnmower.
Yeah,
I ride that all day.
Yeah, you gotta have a riding lawnmower, man. Shit.
I invest in that. It'll pay itself off.
Oh yeah.
Soon enough.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I got a guy who's doing the yard. Now I got a guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just sometimes, man, it just got too much going on, get real busy, and it's a little spare time you have, you got to force yourself to get out there and do the yard. So, it is what it is. But at any rate, man, I forgot to send you the hold on, I forgot to send you. Man, we're all behind, man. Probably should have started at 9:15. So like we normally do. The new time.
Right.
The new time is 9:15. It's in the rundown, man. So look, man, I this is going to get started, man. Thank everybody for joining the Bread and Hope Show. If you're new to the show, thanks for joining us. We are based in Atlanta, Georgia. Talk about sports, primarily in the state of Georgia. But wherever you're from, just tune in to us and just speak on it. And let us know what's going on in your community and what's happening. So with that being said, Hova, what you got?
Oh man, I just want to thank the listeners for always tuning in, checking out the Bread and Hova Show. And, as always, you can visit our website, www.sportsandbrews.com. Currently right now, I'm getting some maintenance done on the website, but it'll be back up shortly. Also, visit the Bread and Hova Show Facebook group. And if you're interested and you want to be a part of the action, hit us up. I also want to give some shout outs to, start out with my brother, his co-worker. They usually tune in and check us out every week.
Yeah.
Also give a shout out to Lou. Lou been with us ever since we started doing this show.
Yep.
And man, that's all I got.
Yeah, that's all we need. So look, man. How's the weekend, man?
Weekend was good, man. I mean, it was a holiday weekend. We just got out of the 4th and man, just took it easy, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been so hot.
Yeah.
So we're just trying to stay cool, man, and hydrated.
It's hot, man. It's been hot, man.
It's been hot. So
hot.
Yeah.
Straight up hot.
So nothing spectacular, man. How about you, man? How was the weekend?
Nah, just cooling, man. It's cooling. Had to upgrade the ride. That's about it.
Right.
So that it's part of it, and like I said, when it be hot, man, you want to be comfortable. So I got to go into work, man, and I want to be comfortable, man.
Mm-hmm.
And you only got one life to live, man. So just make the most of it while we're here, while we still can. So went on ahead and got something comfortable, getting to and fro. That's about it, man. It took me long. I usually take about 4-5 months to find. It usually take me that long.
Right.
But I don't. I'm not one in a real big rush. But outside of that, man, getting into that game with the House of the Dragon, man. That's part of Game of Thrones, and so it's actually a prequel to the original Game of Thrones of what we saw.
Okay.
And so I'm having a ball watching that, man. So it was an epic episode this past Sunday, and those who watch the show would definitely agree. So
I mean, are you all into the what's the Acolyte or what? I guess I'm saying.
Oh, the Acolyte, yes, sir.
Yeah.
I have seen the Acolyte. So new episode popping out. When is tonight or tomorrow? New episode come out like every Wednesday or Thursday, something like that.
Okay.
But the Acolyte is really good. I think that and it's another prequel. They got a lot of prequels. It's a prequel before the prequel. And so there's just a lot of stories. If you're a Star Wars fan, there's just a lot of stories to tell. And if you know the basic universe of, if you're familiar with the universe and the premise of Star Wars and kind of how things go, then, the Acolyte is right there in the mix. And so they're starting this new brand of storytelling, and it's cool, man. I like it, man. They just keep going further and further back, with the storytelling, and so I like it, man. I just think it's awesome, man. Good stuff. I thought The Mandalorian was a piece of work. That was great piece of work there. Love it.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, I'm into all that stuff, man. I get it.
Yeah,
I guess it ain't.
I think what I'm excited about, man, is that Gladiator 2, man.
Now I heard about that, man. So I'm just kind of trying to wonder how, since the main character died, shocker. Or are they gonna focus on his buddy? I forgot the brother. The brother, he didn't die. He actually was enslaved too, and he actually went home to find his family.
Right.
Be back with his family. So are they gonna make it off of him or what?
Well, since you haven't watched the trailer, man, I'm gonna go ahead and put it out there.
Yeah, cause
okay.
I'll watch it.
Watch the trailer, but basically, man, during the last fight scene, when Maximus, I think I was saying, he died.
Yep.
If you remember, there was a little boy up in
He was supposed to be king.
Right. That little boy. Now he was his dad was of course, but the whole story behind that is that's where the plot starts. It picks up right there, right with him.
Okay.
So that's how they tell the story, through his eyes or through the way he sees things. Oh. Yeah, so that's where it picks off at. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah,
that's
which
cool.
I thought that was pretty cool. I never would have guessed they would have kicked the story from that angle.
Yeah, because his mom and Maximus was cool.
Right.
She wanted to get with Maximus already had somebody, but they had a little something, but he was loyal to her dad, who was the king at the time.
Right.
And then, but his dad, he wanted him to be king, because he led his army. That's the reason why he got fat, was off of Maximus. Maximus led the army and gave him a lot of victories, which made him rich and made him prosperous. Right. Till what was it? His son went crazy.
Yeah.
So So that's interesting because of the son who Maximus ended up killing. Which was what was his sister's name, man? Her son that got through his eyes, the little boy. Man. I need to watch as many times as I've watched this movie. I can't remember folks' names worth nothing.
Yeah, man. I know, man. I know. I'm like you, man. I gotta watch it again, just to catch up back with the story, man. So
Yep.
Yeah.
That's but I'm glad you told me that, man. So they gave me something to do, Hope. Gave me something to do, gave me something to look forward to and check it on out, man. But look, man, let's get down to sports, man. The Braves, man. I want to start out with the Braves, man. Braves been kind of, I don't know if struggling has been the right word. I know the bats have been struggling, but the team as a whole hadn't been struggling because we've still been able to play some defense and pitch very well. That's been keeping us in games and keeping us above 500. Marcell Ozuna's been knocking across the fence. There's a few timely hits by one or two others, but they seem to find their groove within the past week, seemingly. They won the series against the Phillies over the past weekend, which was a big thing. Usually when the Braves are on national television, that is usually a stinker for us. So we like world beaters until they put us on ESPN in prime time, and then we just screw the pooch. But we didn't screw the pooch this time. We actually won the series against the Phillies.
Right, right.
You know, and Philly fans are like, well, we didn't have Bryce Harper and Scherber, and we didn't have our main guys. Well, hell, we didn't have our main guys, which happened to be the MVP of the National League. So we didn't have our MVP player. You know, we didn't have Spencer Strider. We didn't have Michael Harris. You know, so you talk about players. At least Bryce Harper had a chance to get back and play. We lost our players for the season. So we got legit reasons to you know, be whatever, but we're not crying, you know, we're not sitting around crying over spilled milk. We moving forward best way that we can. So Philly fans are salty right now, and which is great. You know, I like it when Philly fans are salty. Makes me feel good. So we didn't just stop there. We won the series against the Diamondbacks, regardless of what happens tonight. So you know, we got the Diamondbacks. So I think the Braves, I'm hoping the Braves, you know, have some good momentum going into the All-Star break. We got 3 players that made it, you know, 2 pitchers and Marcell Ozuna.
Right.
Chris Sale. You know, Chris Sale has been nasty all year. I mean,
man.
nasty.
I think he's probably about, you know, the highlight of the Braves right now is him.
Yeah.
Sale is just Chris Sale is Chris Sale, man. I mean, he's been a straight. Yeah,
he's been a beast, man.
If anything, you could talk real big about is him, no doubt about that.
This is true. This is so true. I mean, he's been the shining light for us, you know. So yeah, man. I'm like, you know, let's go, let's get it, you know, let's get it. So you know, what did you think about the All-Star game, man? And you know, in the home run derby and all that. You think that kind of throws the hitters out of whack some kind of way, or it doesn't matter?
Hell, I don't think it really matters, to be honest. Yeah, I don't really think it really matters, Brad, to be honest, man. I think it kind of because the thing about the All-Star game, the thing about the All-Star game is you already know it's gonna be where, how can I put it? I guess you know, when the more I think about it though, it could be an issue where it throws players out of sync. Because all of a sudden, think about it. If you think back, like when the Braves, I remember when the Braves, they were on this hot streak before the All-Star one season. And then all of a sudden the All-Star came in and then they just kind of, you know, I don't know, it seemed like they regressed. So I guess it could impact some kind of way.
Yeah. I agree, man. I think it's something to be said about that. So I don't know. I'm kind of happy. I mean, because this time last year, damn near the entire team, the Braves roster made the All-Star game. You know, and you know, and so it's like, yeah, that's cool to get the recognition, but the other side of it is, you know, I mean, you don't want your players to, you know, tire. You want to give them a break, like everybody is. You want to give them a rest, give them a break, you know, take a breather, and be ready for the second half of the season to make a push.
Right.
Which is why I'm, you know, if the only batter we got is, you know, Ozuna that's in there, then I'm fine. That gives Duvall and, you know, and Olsen and Riley and all these other guys, man, a chance to take a breather and get their bats right, or take a rest and get themselves right. Let the other pitchers get their arms rested so that we can make a big push for the rest of the season.
Right.
So that's what I'm looking forward to. So I'm good on one end, and the other end, I'm kind of happy that they're the only ones who made it. Sorry. So so look, man, you paying attention to the Euros?
Yeah, man. I think we're gonna have a nice game, man. England against Spain.
Yeah.
Who would have thought? I mean, but hell, England been playing. I mean, they've been doing their thing, and we already know what Spain been doing. So
yeah.
I think it's gonna be a good one, man. Gonna be a good match.
Yeah, I was hoping that the Netherlands was gonna pull it out. You know.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not a real big England fan. But
no, I'm not. I mean, neither am I. But you know,
yeah. But you know, they pulled it out, man. It was cool. And so they'll be going against Spain, and it should be a good one. I think Spain's gonna take it if I got to pick somebody. Not because I got a dislike for England. I just think they're gonna screw the pooch. But I really do. So yeah, that's my little 2 cents. So I know you were watching the Copa America, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And so Argentina is waiting to see who wins this game, with Colombia, Uruguay. So I don't know. I think Colombia takes it, and we're gonna get a rematch with Colombia and Argentina.
Yeah, man. I just hate Colombia down 10 players, and they just lost one of the players I really, really like, that Richard Rios, man. But they got a talent squad though. They're very talented. So I'm not really like saying they don't have a chance. You know what I'm saying? Because they very talented, very talented.
Yeah. It's a talented squad. It's probably one of the better squads I've seen in quite some time out of Colombia.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's been a while because they were just kind of ho hum past couple of years.
Well, the thing about it, man, they play with a lot of energy, and they always attacking.
Yeah.
So that's what I like about them, and so you really can't count them out. I mean, they always attacking.
Yeah.
And they got the players. They got the players to do it. So, yeah, you're right. I'm checking it out now, man. I think if we could just hang in there, man, I think we can roll this one on out.
Yeah. I mean, they tossing out yellow cards like candy in this game. So,
well, yeah. Well, the thing about it is, you knew that was going to happen with Uruguay, man, and Colombia. They were going to be a little testy. You already knew that.
Yeah, it looks like they just do not like each other.
No.
At all. There are little subtle things in the game that's just kind of like, like why you scratch my man on the head, man? He's a grown man. Why you scratching?
Yeah, I mean,
why you doing that?
Both of them, man, has been tit for tat. You hit my player, I hit your player. I kind of anticipated gonna be a lot of yellow cards in this one.
Yeah.
I already kind of anticipated that, man. It's gonna be just one of those type of matches. And whoever can go, can score, got that, coach got advantage.
Yeah, I mean, but Colombia, you're right. They're an attacking style, but they got the athletes, though. You can see that they got the athletes, they got the size, they got the speed.
Yeah,
they can, if you get a little slowdown game, man, you're gonna try to catch it. Now, there were a couple of opportunities that Uruguay had early on that they just missed and overshot, man.
Yeah,
it's like, man, that was a clean. I mean, 2 clean shots, man, and he just overshot everything.
Yeah, man, and and those come back and they bite you. So you're right. Yeah, absolutely right. You got to take advantage of the opportunity when you got them. But
yeah,
man. But yeah, man, I'm holding on, man. Just hope these cats hold on.
Shit. Yeah, they trying to hold on.
Yeah, since they down one player, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and so and Uruguay's a pretty good team. They pretty solid, man. So we'll see if they can hold on. I would rather see the matchup between Colombia and Argentina than Uruguay and Argentina. I just think it'd be a better matchup all the way around. And but Argentina, bro, man, look, I ain't saying that they Colombia can win that game, but the last team that did beat them was Argentina, and so before they got on this streak,
right.
So if anybody can beat Colombia, it would be Argentina, and vice versa. If anybody's gonna beat Argentina, I mean this version of Colombia got the ability to do so.
Right. But but to your point, that damn Argentina, man, they just a nightmare right now.
Argentina is a problem, whole problem.
They a problem. They a problem big time.
I mean, and they scoring even when Messi when he's not even in the game or even not scoring, they still winning.
I think I think with Argentina, man, just watching them play the chemistry. I mean, they got it down pat. Like, like players know exactly where to go, whether it's a corner kick or whatever it is. They just know where to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. I mean, you're talking about set pieces, man. I mean, they will kill you on a set piece. Anything that you want, man. It's that chemistry. When you have, that's one thing about football is that it's the chemistry and your team playing well together and knowing your strengths and using those strengths. And just like any other sport, man. You do what you do better than they do what they do. That's sports, man. That's sports, and chemistry plays a big part in that. But Argentina, man,
and then then they got then hell, they got the GOAT. I mean,
they got the GOAT. They got it. They got it.
They got the GOAT, man. So that says enough.
Yeah, and he got the score. I mean, he'll set them up. He'll set them up, man. He can score. He can set them up. He can do whatever he wants to do. He can play damn near any position on the field.
Right.
That's incredible, man.
It is, man. It is.
But I knew Canada was gonna lose that, and and one reason I knew Canada was gonna lose that game is because Drake put up 300,000 on that game for Canada. Being that I get it, you're from Toronto, but to put up $300,000 in that game, that's a death wish. Everybody that Drake goes for loses.
Well, and he's his track record.
His track record.
His track record on betting, man, hasn't been great. So you're about right. If Drake putting a whole lot of money on something, you might as well just go ahead and go the opposite direction.
Yeah. This is true. This is true.
I'm just being honest. Just go the opposite direction.
And it's funny because they put up Argentina put up a meme after the game, and it said "not like us." Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Drake is not gonna live that down for a few years, man. He just need to lay low for a few years, go on vacation, lay low, because this Kendrick Lamar thing is just incredible. It's like, man, I haven't seen beef like this since Big and Tupac.
Yeah. But man, I mean, getting back to that, even with have you seen the post Rick Ross?
Yeah.
Somebody hiring bodyguards, somebody who someone crazy.
You need to, man. I mean, bodyguard fire them cats, man.
But the funny thing is, they were talking about talking to about the whole situation. He's like, wait a minute, man, this dude, you're like, he playing young cat game. This dude old as hell. Why he going there like? It's like, this dude old. You're like, it's like, man, any time for you to get out the game on that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got other better things to be.
Yeah, he does. I mean, you need to be playing at car shows like he does in Atlanta. He lives in Atlanta. And so you want to, a person of that stature, you would think would be like, okay, I'm not getting in the middle of all this stuff. I'm just trying to make this money. And so, let's not get into this, and now, you got guys out here beefing and, bodyguards getting beat down and memes and stuff. It's just, you just made it worse. It backfired.
Yeah, pretty
so
much.
You went to Canada, thinking some kind of way, and I get it, because of, everybody made songs with Dre. They said they weren't, like Kendrick said, they weren't laughing with you, they're laughing at you. So now everybody you made songs with is now joning on you. Right. So yeah. So interesting. Lou, the great one. Yes. How you doing, sir?
Hey, how's it going, Lou?
All right. Glad you got the message.
Yeah, man. We got you. We checking, man. We were looking for you. Glad that you can join the show, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I wasn't sure you were starting at 9:15, so I just waited till 9:15.
Yeah. Oh, cool, man.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, it's kind of a new time. Now, we meant to start at 9. We sort of kind of was a soft start at 9, but we really didn't start
Yeah.
like 9:15 or so.
Right.
Right.
So we're trying to get the feel of it still.
Sure.
Yeah. So how you doing, Lou?
All right.
Good, man. Good.
Yellow cards. I wouldn't be surprised to see a couple of red cards, but I'll say one thing: when the U.S. got that red card, that was not right. That call was ridiculous.
It
I'm talking about
was.
the game against Panama.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah.
Stupid.
It was bad. I agree.
And they fired the coach today too.
They did.
Yeah.
But what do you guys think about though? He
deserved it.
I have my thoughts about it, but I got my thoughts. I got thoughts. I'm gonna dig a little deeper though. So did it deserve? Yeah, maybe. But Homer, what you got on this, man? Lou saying he deserved it. What you think about him getting fired today?
Yeah, I gotta go with Lou. I think he deserved it, man. He just, I mean, it was like the expectations for the U.S. team were high, and they had the talent. So I who else can you really blame? So I think he deserved it. That's just my 2 cents. What you say?
Look, man. And I'm gonna cut to the chase, man. I think that the failures in U.S. soccer is systemic. Okay, I think that is a bigger problem in the sport of us not having our best players play the game. We just don't. And so our best players as kids, they start like everybody else globally. They start just like everybody in England and everywhere else start. But as we get older, they don't offer soccer in a lot of middle schools and high schools. They offer basketball and football and baseball. At least down south, they're doing. Up north is maybe hockey. And so there are other things that occupy, more options out of there for our best athletes as they get, at least the males, as we get older. And so you used to play soccer in the little soccer leagues, which was cool, but as you get older, you can't keep it up because the public schools, most of them, at least in the South, throughout the South, and I don't know about everywhere else, but in the South, they don't offer it. They just don't. You get basketball, football, and baseball. Or you may get some others, and track and field. Okay, now our high school, we had other stuff like golf and tennis, but that's a different story. But why? But soccer, no. And I think that's one of the bigger problems in U.S. soccer is that it's made up of players based on what you have left over that stick around or that can afford to play the sport. It's not cheap to play soccer when you get older. There's not, only reason.
It's not cheap to play any sport, really.
It's not, but in public, when public schools offer it, it balances off the cost. It offsets the cost. And so football is not cheap either. Because when I played football, my mom had to put up cheese for me to play football.
Yeah.
So
cheese.
Yeah. So all I'm saying is that he deserved it, but it's bigger than him. The U.S. soccer, men's soccer, is bigger than the coach. And I think that once you solve that problem, getting your think of your best athletes. Think of all the think of football players and think of defensive guys, the guys that play defensive backs. Their speed and toughness that they have. And a couple of other guys in various specialty positions in football that have the size, the quickness, the strength, and if they played long enough, will have the IQ to excel at a game like soccer, to where they can compete in these types of tournaments, and they can compete playing MLS. And MLS, I mean, right now MLS is pretty much minor league soccer.
Right.
They call it Major League Soccer, but it's really minor league soccer compared to Premier League and all the other leagues around the world.
Oh yeah, sure.
So that's a huge problem in itself. So that's why I say it's systemic, because whoever's left over that sticks around with the sport, that's who you got. The women are different. Women stick with it. They can stick with it. They from kids on up.
And yeah, and how it's lasted 28 years.
Yeah, you know. So
Don't give you that.
yeah, I know, man. I know. So that's my. I don't know who the next coach is going to be. It should be. Maybe it should be a female.
Yeah. They have a couple
I
of
mean, yeah. I mean, who, you know,
it should be somebody who's played the game, who's won gold, and know what they're doing. You know, and so I mean, you know, why not a woman who's played the game in soccer? U.S. That would be my choice instead of doing. How many times have we blamed the coach? We've been blaming the coach for 50 years in America.
Yeah.
well, this is true. This is true.
You know, and it's easy to do. You know, and so you know, we need to, if we were really serious about it, we need to take a couple of steps back, and either you invest in kids and keep them nurtured. Think of something unique, some type of strategy to where you can get better athletes at a younger age. It's gonna take 20 years, but it will work eventually. You know, or you know, you try something else. You try a different type of coach that can come in there and work with your athletes to get them more competitive. Or, you know, you can do like everybody else. You can go overseas and get some guys and have them transfer, go to high school or something, and have them become citizens and they play for your team. So that's kind of the quickest way to do it. You go worldwide, get some guys come over here and get the visa, get all that stuff together and get them to play for you. That may work too. Otherwise, man, we're in a, you know, we're in a vicious cycle, guys. We're in a vicious cycle, and it's maddening because the women are awesome. The women are among the best of the best in the world, and the men are the exact opposite. The men, I'll just be frank, guys. This is just me. I just think the men have always been an embarrassment. They've always been overrated.
Yeah.
I think it's been too much propaganda, you know, that's pumping them up to be better than what they really are. Yeah, we got some slightly better athletes this year, but they screwed the pooch, guys. That's just, you know,
screw the pooch.
That's just my 2 cents on them. I still root for them when I see them, but you know, I don't expect much from them, guys. So that's my little rant, Hova and Lou. That's all I got. Look, guys. Let's stay with the Olympic stuff, guys. So, Kawhi is out of Team USA. He won't be playing. He's been practicing, getting ready, but he said he's going to focus on getting ready for the season. Any concern there about Kawhi in choosing to do? I mean, I don't say he's wrong. I'm cool, but if I'm a Clipper fan, I'm a little bit concerned. What say you guys? What you think about that, Lou?
Yeah, I think. Well, he did say he accepted the decision of, looking at his best interest, and Ty Lue says he wants to really prepare for the season coming up because there really is, when you really think about it, there isn't a lot of time between the Olympics and trying to get back into training camp, because that's like about just a month later. So I think really that is the right decision. And with his performance the way he did in the practices, maybe it's a good thing that Kwani got replaced.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I gotta agree. I think I gotta agree with Tyler on that.
Mm.
Yeah. I mean, Kawhi, I mean, it's probably best. You know what I'm saying? It's probably best, man. I mean, if you really think about it, Brad, he probably wasn't gonna do much. So let's just keep it real, man.
Yeah, I mean, this, and he's not getting younger either.
No, I mean he give you some good minutes, but I mean, you're not gonna, I mean, I don't think it's, like I said again, I think it's probably best.
Yeah, I mean, he's not playing a full season as is.
Right.
And so if you already know coming into it, he hadn't played a full season in forever. So, so playing in the Olympics is not going to help his cause and of longevity during the regular NBA season. So, look, I think it's a smart move by Kawhi and his camp. And, but who's going to replace him? Did they say who's going to replace him?
Yeah, Derek White.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, of course,
Nope.
the Celtic.
Yeah, well, I mean, they chose him over Brown.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
There now that's interesting.
That is interesting. All right. I can dig it. But let me switch gears a little bit, guys. Let's talk about the W. All right. So who you think's gonna get the Rookie of the Year? But everybody, Caitlin Clark is up there, and Caitlin broke a record for the first rookie to have a triple-double.
Yep.
But then you have Angel Reese. She broke records too. So she broke a record for
13 double-doubles.
There you go, consecutive double-doubles. It was 12 and she broke it at 13 and she's still doing it. So I have my thoughts, and so I'm gonna leave it to you guys. So Lou, what you think about it? Who you think's gonna get? Who you think?
It's a tough call, man. To be honest with you, I mean it's split right down the middle.
Mm-hmm.
The only Reese has played one more game than Caitlin, so and she's breaking records too. She's on a pace to break more records. If I could flip a coin, I think I make myself wrong here, but I think I might give it to Reese.
Wow. Hove?
Yeah, I mean, I think Lou said a mouthful, but at the same time, man, I can definitely throw my hat in for Caitlin. If Indiana with Indiana Fever, I mean, they pretty much, I think, definitely were the worst team for last year than Chicago. So what she's been able to do right now, at least putting them on the map with what she's doing, and hell, why not? Why not she get it? I could just well see her getting it as well.
Yeah, and so this is interesting. I like this discussion that we're having. Lou says Angel Reese. You say Caitlin Clark. I say both.
I think you have the time, man.
Yeah, I say you have. I mean, the NBA did it once, where you had, they've had co-MVPs 1 year, and they had co-whatever rookie year once or twice, and so I think the W wins by having, co-rookie of the year, because I think this is a special case. Yeah. I think I think it's a perfect case to where you actually have two players that really deserve to have it. I mean, I think both of them. I think Caitlin's done more than enough to deserve it. I think Angel Reese has done more than enough to deserve it.
All that.
Yeah. I would just say, hey, we got co-rookie of the year and keep it moving. Now in terms of MVP, that's a little different. So, but at any rate, I think Plum had a good year too. I think Plum had a good rookie season too. I think she's solid, man. I think Plum's been real solid. So I don't think she's gonna get rookie of the year, but I think she'll get a couple votes. But I think that I think both of those young women should get it and split it down the middle, man. But any other year, it'll be in one or the other. So look, guys, I gotta switch this thing to football. Football is right around the corner.
Yes.
And we cannot wait. We cannot wait for football here, man. It's just, I mean, I know I can't wait. I can speak for myself. I don't know about Hova. I don't know about you, Lou, but I cannot wait until college. I think there's so much to be said about college football this year.
Sure.
And I can imagine
first game,
Yeah. Look, man, it's a lot going on. I mean, every weekend, every single weekend, you're gonna have a couple of games that are gonna be legit from Georgia, Clemson out the gate to Colorado. I mean, everybody wants to see what's going to happen there with Deion. You know, you got Oregon and Ohio State matchup coming.
You mean the former Pac-12?
The former, I don't know what they call it now. It's something.
Nothing.
It's nothing. Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
But I tell you,
Now
I'm
instead of
looking.
a Power 5, it's a Power 4 conference.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the SEC, man. It's gonna be awesome. Yeah, college football is gonna be awesome this year. Then on top of that, as we already know, the college playoffs has been extended. So
yeah, because think about this, fellas. I mean, in the same vein as you have March Madness and how everybody tunes in for the selection show, it's going to be the same thing for the selection show for the top 12. I mean, who's going to make the top 4 and get a bye? And then the other 8, who's going to make it in at 12? Who's not going to make it in at 12? We're going to be talking about that stuff. If Notre Dame comes in this thing again and they got 3-4 losses, do they make the top 12? That kind of stuff. So, with Georgia, everybody's predicting Georgia's going to have a couple of losses. I'm hearing Georgia's going to have 4 losses. I'm hearing Georgia's going to have 3 losses. Georgia's not going to even make it in the top 4 because the schedule is so brutal. Georgia has Alabama, Clemson, because Clemson's going to be tough. I don't care what anybody says. Clemson's going to be tough. They're going to come in Georgia with all they got. Georgia has Alabama, has Texas, and we have Ole Miss. And so, that's a pretty, and you got the other folk who's going to come after you too. So that's a pretty brutal schedule. I would say so. It's legit. We have to play them, but they also have to play us. So it goes both ways.
Yes.
So with that said, I mean, how many games you guys think Georgia lose anyway? I mean, we can talk about it some more. We ain't got to talk about it in depth, but how many guys you think Georgia one game lose?
Yeah.
What say you, Hope?
Man, I'm gonna go opposite. I'm gonna go none.
Very confident, fellas. Very confident. I like it.
I think Georgia's going to have.
Well, let's just hope that the process of the committee doesn't screw it up this year they did last year, because Georgia should have been in it.
Yeah. Georgia should
But
have been
the stupidity of the committee, messed it up.
Yeah, I think both Georgia and Florida State should have been in it. Ain't no way I would let Alabama and Texas slide through the way they did, and neither one of them ended up being championship anyway. So I think that the committee lost. I think fans of college football lost that really want to see the best teams make it. So they screwed the pooch on that one, but that won't happen. Now you may get a situation where, let's just say, a one-loss Georgia doesn't make it to the top 4 because there may be other undefeated teams or other one-loss teams that may finish ahead of Georgia. I don't know. But I think Georgia loses one regular season game and possibly the SEC championship if they make it. So that would be 2-loss Georgia team that makes it to the tournament. Just a guess. It's just brutal. And so if Georgia loses one game, what game would that be, Lou? Who do you think would it be? Texas, Alabama, Clemson, somebody else?
I think it'd be somebody else. I don't know about with Texas because they're going into the new conference this year. I don't really know how they're going to stack up, so I think we can rule that part out. If I had to say, I think maybe the biggest one would be, of course, be their worst nemesis, of course, and we know who that is, don't we?
Yeah. I
say no more, right? Right.
Yeah, but I'm going to go the other direction. I think that going to Tuscaloosa, being that the last game that they lost was against Alabama, I think the momentum slides to Georgia. No Nick Saban. And I think that's been the big difference between Alabama and Georgia over the years. Has been Nick Saban's always been one play or two better than Kirby Smart. They got the same players, same caliber players. I just think he's just been ahead of him by a player and got lucky on one of them. And so, yeah, so you don't have that, from Nick Saban anymore. So let's see what the new coach has. So Hova, so you say Georgia loses no regular season games, and so Georgia makes it undefeated in the regular season to the championship game to play somebody. So does Georgia win that SEC championship game against somebody, whoever that may be? I mean, to us, it really don't matter. But
yeah. They're gonna whoever that is. Yeah, I think this is Georgia's year, man. I know we talked about it a little bit off the show, but I think a lot of people gonna be surprised about that Bulldog defense. They're gonna. I'm telling you, Brad. We talked about it. That defense gonna be something serious, man.
I you know what, Hova? I agree with you because after it took Kirby like 2 years to kind of build in between.
Yeah.
And I think the worst you're gonna see is what you saw like last year, the year before last. And so this is going to be the year that defense has a chip on its shoulder. I'm just saying, defense wins championships. So I think that this defense, that especially that the defensive backs, man, the defensive backs.
Their defensive backs going, yeah, they're the best.
That's secondary.
That's
secondary.
They defense, and I don't even talk about the offense, but that defense is gonna be something serious. Man.
Yeah, that defense is gonna be. You're talking about takeaways. I think that Georgia's gonna be up there for takeaways. I just think so. I think the takeaways are gonna be tops in the nation, and quarterback. It could be a quarterback's nightmare. So if you're gonna do anything against that defense, you better be patient and run the ball and have a balanced offense and take your time.
Well, that's gonna be the only thing that you're gonna have to be able to do. You're gonna have to be able to establish a run game.
Hoping that Georgia's offense don't light you up because we got Mike Bobo, and Mike Bobo can coach an offense. Now he don't coach big games worth nothing, but he can coach an offense during regular season. The man has done that forever. So Georgia's gonna put points on the board. So I think this is going to be a better team out there. I think they're going to be back to where they were a couple of years ago in averaging 40 points. I think Georgia's going to average 40 points a game.
Yeah.
Nobody sees that coming. And I think their running game is going to be better than what most people think. This is going to be a surprise to a lot of folks. I would think. Number one team in the country, okay, whatever. But so let me flip the script a little bit. Ohio State. So, how many games does Ohio State lose?
2.
Woo! Who did they lose against, Lou?
Well, I think they got to lose against Michigan again this year.
Interesting.
Yeah, I had no time to look at the schedule, so I had to look that over. I think because they Yeah, but I think too because they did lose 2 last year. So
what?
Because the Big Ten is, of course, a very tough division to play.
Yeah,
and it's I don't see anybody. I see maybe Michigan coming out undefeated, but that's about it. So I think Ohio State's going to lose at least one.
Yeah,
but possibly 2.
Yeah, what say you, Ho?
Probably 2.
Thank you.
I'm just being honest, man. Not 2. I can see 2.
Yeah, I can see 2 and a possible. I can see 2 and a possible. I think they're going to have growing pains at the quarterback position. I mean, Ohio State's always going to be talented, but they're going to have growing pains at the quarterback position. The receivers are always going to be talented. The running back's going to be decent.
Oh, good. Orioles lost. Good.
Yeah. So I think Ohio lose. I think they lose against Oregon. They may drop another game to Penn State and a possible. So I Ohio State is talking real big. They're like, well, championship or bust. Okay, bust. We're gonna call you the Ohio State Bust.
Bust.
Busters. Ohio State Busters. Because y'all
All or
go
nothing. All or nothing.
It will be nothing. You get what did Willie Walker say? You get nothing. You
Nothing.
get nothing. Nothing. That's what you get. Thank you. Good day. so I've watched that movie too many times, y'all. Sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my thing. So what do you think about Florida State down in the SEC? I mean, a lot of players went to the NFL, got drafted, but they're still recruiting at a high clip.
Yeah. Well, they are recruiting, but yeah, I don't know. But Gators, I don't think it'll be a terrible season though for them. I think it's a legit shot at doing well in the conference.
Mm-hmm.
Though I'm more of a Gators fan, but
yeah, well, so Gators gonna have a lot of growing pains, even though they got a transfer quarterback coming in, should be pretty good. That's just what I think.
Yeah.
It'll be good, guys. We'll talk some pro football next week, but I wanted to throw some college stuff in there before we ended the show tonight, man, because we just can't wait, man. Nothing against baseball, nothing against the soccer and stuff that's going on, and I've started back to watching wrestling, Lou. So I'm every night I'm watching something. I'm watching Monday Night Raw, and then WWE next. Then I got AEW Collision, AEW Dynamite. Then I had the Wild Women of Wrestling on the weekend. Then I had SmackDown on Friday.
What's that? First ABC's Wide World of Sports, the Wide World of Wrestling.
No, the Women of Wrestling.
Yeah, we used to call that Glow.
No, exactly. See, Lou knows exactly where I'm coming from.
I'm a lot older than you think I am, guys.
We're the same age, Lou. We are the same age, and so yes, we are. I remember Glow. What year did you graduate high school, Lou? 87?
89.
I think I got you by 2 years. So
okay,
but it's the same. It's all the
same. I look young, but I'm not that young. I just look young.
Glow, gorgeous ladies of wrestling. I remember Glow. Glow, but that's all WoW is. WoW is just Glow 2.0. And
it's true.
And the cheese. What is the cheesiness of it, which makes it appealing? It's the cheese. Everybody knows it's cheesy.
Yeah.
But that's the appealing part of it because it is cheesy. So I think it's real cool, guys. Real fun stuff. So in closing, Hov, I think we're ready to go on and close out for the night. We just started late. So, Lou, close us out, brother. And thanks for joining the show, man. Close us out, man.
Thank you. All right. Well, Enhanced Sports Show rolls on Saturday 4 to 6. Number is 512-543-4662. We're going to cover the SB, recap the SB Awards, the Euro Cup, and Copa America Soccer, which is having the finals on Sunday. Yeah. Also, the NBA Summer League as well. Wimbledon and the All-Star Lamps. Those are our main topics. Of course, we'll cover wrestling, WWE, and UFC, and WNBA, and all that. And of course, the ridiculous moment of the week and sports trivia, and the feel-good story of the week. And your thoughts and comments are welcome. By the way, next week I'm going to be doing the show on Friday the 19th instead of the 20th because I have obligations to fulfill. So I'll be doing it on the 19th, same time though, at 4 to 6 p.m. on the 19th. One time only on Friday, so just remember that. So it's not a permanent move. Just remember it's next Friday that I'm doing it one time only. But everything else stays the same.
Oh, cool. Nice, man. Real nice.
Good deal.
Good deal.
Good night.
Good night. Thanks a lot, Lou.
Thanks, Lou.
Yeah, that's good stuff. So I want to thank everybody for joining the Bread and Hover Show tonight on a new platform. So we'll be back next Wednesday night, God willing. God's blessings. We'll be back a week from now, 9:15 or 9 o'clock. We're going to shoot for 9 o'clock. and get back on it. So from 9 to 10 p.m., you can catch us here on StreamYard. Hover.
Hey, vamos Colombia!
Oh yeah, Colombia pulls it out against Uruguay. So we're gonna get a really good matchup between Colombia and Argentina. I guess everybody wanted to see that anyway. That's what everybody want to see. So I think that's going to be a good one. Hoping Colombia have their main players playing. I know he got a red card. He's gonna miss that game, isn't he?
Yeah, Munoz, I think.
Yeah, Munoz. Yeah, he's gonna miss that game.
Yeah, he think he gonna miss that one.
Ooh,
he gonna miss that one. But they have the other guys, so
yeah, they got a talented squad, man. They got a talented squad, so they'll be good, man. So they got athletes, good athletes.
Absolutely.
So, all right, guys, we're going to be talking about either a Colombia victory or another Argentina victory for the Copa America Cup. So until next week, speak on it.
Speak on it.